This is the quarterfinals of the strategic battle, and we got RM Esports versus RNGxTPM. He's coming in with the Warden Walk. He has the Eternal Tome. Okay. And what's his army? Let's see here. The Super Yetis. Interesting. Alright. Starting to funnel. Throws a rage down. The Warden's taking a lot of heat. So we go after this Expo, and I think he'll get started right after that. Expo goes down. He's going to let him pick away some of the trash before he throws down the Yetis. There we go. Here he comes. He comes in right there at 1 o'clock. Here comes the push straight in towards that Revenge Tower. He wants to get that out early. Drops the Dragon Duke at 11 o'clock. And here he goes for his push in. Throws a totem down for the Revenge Tower. Ice Golem pops. Freezes everything. Throws another totem down for the Revenge Tower. He wants to get through that. Drops the log launcher in behind. There he goes, pushing in towards the core. The logs are going to take out the bomb hive. There he goes, log launcher pops. There he goes. We'll be going in towards 2 spitters, so that'll be kind of interesting. We'll see if these troops can stay healthy enough to get through it all. And with the long shot. Does have a revive for the Duke. Alright, here they go. They push in. Getting through the core. They have a lot of heat on them with both those fire spitters. And the long shot hitting them. And the Super Wizard Tower. There's a lot of heat right here. So it looks like the troops are fizzling out. Does he get the Town Hall? Goes to invisible. The Queen will secure the Town Hall here under the invisible ability. Let's see what kind of percentage he ends up with. It will not be a 3-star. See how much the Dragon Duke gets. He's just so tanky. With that cannon, the Super Wizard Tower, though, he is kind of getting a little weaker. He needs the Super Wizard to go down. It does. He ends up with an 87% 2-star. Well, maybe he'll get this cannon. He might have the time. That's close. Did you get it? I don't think so. There you go. So Bunch gets an 87% 2-star to start this ward. Here we go. We got Honey going in on Joel. He has a Super Witch, 2 Super Witches, and throwers. So I've seen him do this hit before in a prior war. And he did triple, I believe. Yeah. So it's interesting. 2 of their teammates did the same attack in that same war. Let's see how he fares. Alright, setting a funnel. You'll probably go in right towards the Town Hall, I would imagine, at about 11 o'clock. Once we get this funnel completely set. Alright, once we get this Super Archer Tower down, now it's down. Now he brings in the Witch and his throwers. He's going to use the launcher speed. I'm not sure what the name is, but I call it the launcher. Alright, he pushes in towards the Town Hall. Still has the Dragon Duke to deploy as well. There's the Dragon Duke right at 2:30. Coming in. Going to secure the Town Hall and push you through the middle of the core base here. You got 3 Inferno Towers. That's a lot of damage, so he wants to get those down. Alright. It's going to end on the Revenge Tower, it looks like, so that'll be interesting because that thing will be at max power. Alright. Heading through the core, it's going to get these Infernos down. Both the Infernos go down. It's kind of split on both sides a little bit. The Duke's looking pretty strong. Does have a revive for the Duke. Has one freeze, which you'll need to use for this revenge tower as you get them closer, I guess. Ooh, I wonder if you can use it. Pops the king ability. Have the spiky ball. Snake boot. Moving in towards the revenge tower. Use that revenge tower down. Just getting stalled up here. That revenge tower is so mean to end on. Looks like it's just going to make everything fizzle out. Yeah. You almost need to bring like 2 totems for the revenge tower when you troops get close to it. So you have 2 totems or a freeze or something like that. You need a couple spells for that. Let's see what percentage he ends up with. Hit 90%, so he did get the lead on percentage. Rami going in. He's going right at there at 12. Well, he's going from the far end, so it's going to be very risky. So we'll see if he has the power to get through to the town hall and secures the 2-star. If not, he gets the 3. Alright, here he goes. There he goes, drops the queen. Probably going to drop the log launcher pretty quick. Oh yeah, he did. Log launcher's going through the middle of the base towards town hall. Trying to bring those troops in. So secure the revenge tower early. There we go. He's on the outside at 9 o'clock. Rune shoot's gonna get, goes to ability. Drops the overgrowth spell. Pushing in. We're working on the multi-form towers now. The defensive revenge Duke does take some time to come down because he's just so tanky. Alright, long shot locked on. To the Yeti? Yeah, to the Super Yeti. Super Yeti goes down. He's kind of splitting a little bit. Does have 3 totems though to distract. She throws one down there for the long shot and the multi-geared cannon. He's looking pretty strong. He has a lot of troops here. Get that multi-geared cannon down. If they get this long shot down, there's not a lot less that can stop this pack of his army here. It's looking like it's going to be a 3-star. Does have a monolith. Drops the totem for the monolith. If it's going to be a 3-star, nice hit. Alright, Dragon Duke, look how healthy he is. There he goes. Starts off with the Warden at 9 o'clock. Going straight towards the town hall. Alright. Maybe he's going to find a full-on Tesla farm. I think he will, surrounding the town hall. 3 of them popped so far. Yep, they're all there. All the Teslas are there. Long shot locks onto the Warden. Warden's alright. They'll probably win once the boogers get over there by the... help distract. And then he'll win. Oh, the Revenge Tower is directly behind the Town Hall. There goes the long shot. Goes down. And take out the Tesla. Throws in his troops now. Let's see. They're going to walk a little bit. Drop the Dragon Duke at 10 o'clock. And they had put his king at 6 o'clock. Sorry about that. There they go. They're going to secure the town hall. They're going to go in towards that Revenge Tower. Alright. Revenge Tower does knock a couple of his troops down. He does get a little bit of a split here with these throwers. He doesn't want that necessarily. The Duke's going down. That's throwing overgrowth in the core. Multi goes down. Still has to revive. He has 3 totems. He has a lot of spills left. He's going to have to start using them pretty quickly. He needs to keep his pack up as much as he can. Alright, drop the freeze for the ricochet cannon, the multi-archer tower. Oh, multi-inferno tower, excuse me. Alright. Push in through this core. Multi-inferno goes down. That monolith is just hitting hard, and there's so much splash right here with these super wizard towers. But he still has a totem. He has an invis. And he has the Dragon Duke. So if he protects this Dragon Duke for a while, we'll see what kind of percentage he ends up getting. It looks like it's going to fall short of a 3-star. Doesn't have the time to get the rest of his base anyway with only 30 seconds and the amount of troops he has. That fire spitter is so nasty right there. Yep. Dragon Duke goes down, so let's see what percentage he ends up with. Alright, might be able to pick up any buildings out here. I don't think so. I think that's it. So he ends up with a 79% 2-star. Here we go. We got Santiago going in on Honey. Drops a Rockaloon. Two more for the Teslas. There he goes. Drops the Dragon Duke. He wanted to secure that air defense, I think, but he didn't expect the 2. Oh, jeez. The Dragon Duke went to early, very, very early. Went to ability very early. Has a pretty good funnel. Drops some cleanup behind. Has a pretty good funnel set. Here comes the Ice Golem. He's going straight in towards the Town Hall. There is a Revenge Tower directly behind it. There's a lot of splash damage. And you got the thrower, those 2 Super Wizard Towers there, and the Revenge Tower. That's just a lot of damage coming at you quickly. Alright, let's see. He does have 7 totems. He is deploying a few. Expects his troops. Drops the log launcher in, straight towards the Town Hall. He's going to try to open up the walls behind the Town Hall with that log launcher. Ooh, but the long shot hits onto it, so that's it. There's no more walls opening with that. There he goes. Drops another totem there for the Revenge Tower. Alright, here they go. Really wanted those walls to be open so these troops have somewhere to go inside. They're going to take out the bomb hive. They're getting hit pretty hard and they're going to pop this lava hound. And then we got spitters on them. They got to get through these walls. So. He does have 5 totems. So he's going to go into 2 spitters with these multi-infernos. He needs to get them down quickly. So it looks like they will. That actually helps a lot. You need to distract. You don't want 2 spitters on you at once. They will do some damage. So he probably needs to drop a totem for that. Well, they're doing alright, but he is losing a few. Alright, get this spitter down. He's a pretty good pack, but he's definitely short on time. Let's see how much more percentage he can get. They are in the RNG is still in the lead, but they're leaving an opening, so we'll see if RM Esports, who's very capable, can get a 3-star and get themselves back into this war. Find tornado trap. Looks like these troops are going down right here. Ran out of time. Now, let's see if he sticks with that. Here he goes. He drops the Warden down at 3. Set a funnel. Okay, Got two spitters going to be aiming at him. They're on both opposite sides of the town hall. That's pretty interesting. So he's going to be going in towards two spitters, it looks like. Does have 3 totems to help, or 4 totems to distract. Does have the Dragon Duke, and he has a revive for the Dragon Duke, most likely. Alright, here comes the troops. Here comes the push. Alright, they're working. See where he drops the queen on the other side here. And the king at 12. They're pushing in. Let's see when he drops the log launcher. Lava Hound comes out of the CC. Looks like the queen's going down. There's the log launcher. Drops it. And try to push directly towards the town hall. We'll be fighting those fire spitters on the way though. Use these troops to go in behind the log launcher. We're still working on the pups. Man, these lava pumps. They take forever for these throwers to take down all the way. Alright. Here we go. Oh, we did lose the warden. Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh, geez. This might end up being a 1-star. Can he save it? He's got those spitters too, and the long shot. Long shot's locked onto the Dragon Duke. He only has 1 totem left. Does take out the first spitter. It looks like he will get the town hall possibly. Let's see. Yeah, alright. Looks like he's going to secure the 2-star. It was just scary for me for a minute, but he's got it. Yep. There you go. Has a 2-star. Needs to get the highest percentage as he can. Drop some cleanup troops around. They will get a few more percentage points. Running out of time. Looks like the pack's gone now. We will pick up a couple of these buildings on the outside with the archers. There you go, 73%. I think that's all I'll get. You get the 73% 2-star. So after 3 attacks apiece, RNG leads 7-6. Has the Duke, has a revive for the Duke. Couple 7 totems. All right, he's coming in at 9 o'clock. There's a couple rockaloons too. 4 rockaloons. Not sure what he's looking to get with that, but alright, here comes the throwers. Right there at 9:30. He did throw a wall break so they can go in. They're going in behind that spitter. Drops the queen at 11. Going to funnel those troops in. Drops a log launcher behind the pack. We're going to open up those walls towards the town hall. Alright, brings in the Dragon Duke right there at about 8:30. Going to take out this scatter. Distracts the long shot. Here comes the rockaloons out of the log launcher. Alright, he's pushing in. That's Baby Dragon for some of the trash over here. King and Queen, they're helping go around the outside there. Taking out a Super Wiz Tower, looks like. Queen goes to ability. Pack's frozen up right now. The Revenge Tower is locked on, but they're going to take it out first, it looks like. I hear a couple of them. Oh, maybe not. They're not on it. They're on the storage. Alright. Town Hall goes down. Now they'll go for the Revenge Tower. They need to get that down. That thing's just so strong. Alright, has 2 more totems. It's looking pretty decent. I think he might get this with the troops that he got left. It looks like it is going to be a 3-star in my opinion. But we'll see. I don't want to call it too early. Dragon Duke is slowing down a little bit because he's near the other troops, but they take it down. Queen's still going. Drops the totem for that scatter shot. Queen's going to secure the scatter shot, maybe? Yeah, it looks like it is. It's a 3-star. What a nice attack. And that's it. RNG is putting even more pressure. Alright, here he goes at 6 o'clock. Drops a couple rocket balloons in there. Finds a Tesla. Does have a fireball. So let's see here. Wants this expo to go down. Here it goes. Right to the core. Takes out 2 Infernos. Sweepers. He gets one of the sweepers. Exactly where we wanted to go. Took down a spell tower as well. Here he goes with the push. Drops the log launcher. Wants these troops to come in straight towards the town hall. Go through the base. Alright, long shot locks on. Throws an overroast down. They should take out the town hall next after they get that storage down, in my opinion. Oh, there's a hero distraction right here. They're going to take out on the long shot and go towards the town hall. This overgrowth is probably going to wear off. Yep, right now. They want to get that bomb tower down. Nice. That monolith's doing some pretty good damage here. There you go. Queen's on the monolith. Will she take it down? It looks like she will. And the mini prince goes down as well. And everything's fizzling out. So this looks like it's going to be a 2-star. Well, it's definitely going to be a 2-star, and it'll be about in the 85 percentile, I would say. Well, he has a lot of time with the Dragon Duke too. He might get a little bit more than that. Depends on how healthy he stays. It's 85. He has some cleanup going on the outside of the buildings. Has a few more troops to deploy, so it looks like it's going to be about 90%. We're in the 90 percentile, excuse me. Alright, gets a few more. It's up to 92. Get another building, that'll be 93, 96. 95. That Dragon Duke's still going. Alright, end up with a 95% 2-star. Alright, Kronos is in on Julio. Come in with throwers. Deploying some rocket loons at 3 o'clock. Setting a funnel. Got some archers down, help cleaning up. Here comes the troops right here at 6. Going in straight towards the town hall. He's looking to get a 2-star. If he gets a 2-star, they will win the war with 2 stars. Drops Dragon Duke. Pushing in towards the town hall here. Looking to secure the 1st star early on. Drops the queen to help funnel. Some of his troops are walking away, but the queen had down just in time to bring him back in, most of them. And there we go. Secures the 1st star. Looking pretty good, like RNG is going to take this war. This is the quarterfinals of the strategic battle. in the upper bracket. This is a double elimination tournament though, so RM Esports will just fall down to the lower bracket and they will have their chance to get back in. They could win this whole thing. You never know in esports. Alright, here we go. He's pushing towards the core, or towards the back end, I mean. He went through the core. Does have a revive for the Dragon Duke. Revives him now. Drops a totem for the Revenge Tower. Troops are pushing in pretty towards the monolith. Now some throwers did lock onto the Revenge Tower. He drops a totem there to protect them, and they take down the Revenge Tower. This is looking really strong. Has plenty of time. It looks like he has the power, and it looks like he might finish this with a 3-star. It's the second war we've casted. Watching RNG go, and they just look really tough, man. They're going to be a contender to take the whole thing. Man, look at all those troops left. Plenty of time. What a nice attack. Yep, here they go. Alright, nice. Here we are. We have RM Esports going into RNG. Unfortunately, they cannot win this war. The score right now on stars is 13-8. But they're looking to 3-star here. They're not out of this tournament, the strategic battle tournament. It is double elimination, so they're just going to drop to the lower bracket. And RNG is going to move on. This is the quarterfinals. Right. Drops a couple furnaces. Or has a couple furnaces working, I should say. Drops a totem, take the heat off to the Warden. Warden's locked onto the Expo. Now 2 Expos are on him again, but he's just hoping to get this 1 Expo down. There he goes, here comes the troop. Didn't get that Expo. Drops the totem. Alright. The troops are kind of... Drops the Dragon Duke. Finds a tornado trap. These throwers are getting out of the Warden aura, which is not good. Out comes the CC. Got a Lava Hound in there. Have the King working around. Dragon just getting hit by the Fire Spitter. The Lava Hound's going to stop all those throwers. He seems to be a little bit fizzling. That long shot. Well, this is a nice try. Unfortunately, it's going to be a 1-star. He did get a lot of the base down and just didn't have quite enough. He did go for it, though. Good try. Alright, the war's ended. The store's RM Esports is going to go down to the lower bracket. RNG is pushing on. This is the quarterfinals. The final score is 13-9. Here's the percentage. 86.2 versus 93.60.